Hi everyone, welcome to this Vinyasa flow where we will be exploring the concept of Sthira Sukha. So that's the balance between comfort and ease and effort and action. If you would like to join me during this flow, go ahead and get your mat, maybe get a block or something similar to a block to support you during this practice. When you're ready, make your way into a tabletop, coming to all fours. Take a moment to set yourself up, spreading your fingers wide, pressing down into your feet. And then on an inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, press the earth away, dome through your spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck your chin into your chest. You can stay here, moving with your breath, moving at a pace that works for you. Or perhaps you would like to start to explore on your next exhale, hovering your knees, lifting your hips, and then pressing the earth away to find that doming. Inhale, lower your knees back down. Drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, pull your abdominal muscles in and up, and then press into your feet, hover your knees. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lift your knees. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Then drop your knees down. Tuck your toes, come to a downward facing dog. And right away here, start to notice, maybe move to find a little bit more sensation, bending through one knee and then the other. And then feel where you need to activate, where you need that muscular engagement, pulling your abdominal muscles in and up, but then feeling how you can find a bit of space, a bit of ease, perhaps allowing your head and neck to relax. Slowly start to tiptoe your feet to the top of your mat. Find a rag doll or other forward fold that works for you, perhaps grabbing hold of opposite elbows. Maybe sway a little bit side to side. Then release your hands, bend your knees, roll all the way up to stand. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand, and then take your right toes back behind you, coming to like a curtsy shape. From here, reach up and over to the left, and then feel into that side body, noticing sensation there as you ground down into your feet. Gently come back to center. Reach both arms up, take a full inhale. On an exhale, grab hold of your left wrist. Step your left toes back into the side behind you. Take that curtsy shape. Reach up and over to the right. One more inhale. Exhale, step back to center. Reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Can you press into your heels a little bit more to see if that gives you some space to extend through your tailbone? Next, exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, can you also feel your shoulder blades start to come together? Noticing again where you can activate muscularly, where you can find a bit of space. And then that balance in between. Exhale, fold. Place your hands down. Step back to a high plank. You are always welcome to have your knees down in a high plank. Take a full inhale and an exhale. Lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Bring your hands back beside you. Inhale, locust. Reach reach forward and back as much as possible. And then feel your whole back of your body come alive. Feel all of those muscles working to support you, to lift you away from your mat. Take a full inhale. Exhale, soften and release. And then notice the contrast here. Maybe notice the difference between that activation of your locust and the softening of yourself as you rest for a moment. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, find a cobra. Start to slide your chest forward as you press down into your fingertips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment to reset, to recalibrate. To find your body breathing, maybe noticing how each inhale can give you energy and how each exhale can give you a little bit more calm or grounding. And then choosing what you need in this moment and bringing more awareness to either your inhale or exhale. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back behind you. Exhale, step through to a low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And then gently start to shift your weight forward and back, perhaps starting to feel a little bit of opening through your back hip, perhaps feeling some sensation through that hip flexor. Take a full inhale, lift up. Exhale, place your hands either side of your front foot. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, straight to a downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back behind you. Exhale, step through to your low lunge. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. And then once again, start to feel sensation perhaps through your right hip flexor this time as you gently shift your weight forward and back. As you do this, can you continue to press down into the mat with your feet? And then feel that your abdominal muscles are hugging into center. Take one more full inhale. Exhale, place your hands either side of your front foot. Inhale, runner's lunge. Hug your glutes in. Exhale, straight to a downward facing dog. Again, find your inhales and exhales. Choose which one you want to pay more attention to right now. And then rest in this moment. Feeling what's going on, feeling where you're powering up, and then feeling where you can find a sense of peace or ease. And that might be physically, mentally, emotionally. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk, step, or float your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Slide your shoulder blades down your spine. Exhale, fold. Allow the crown of your head to drop down. Inhale, root down to rise up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer at heart center or by your side into Tadasana. Take a moment to feel your feet ground you down. To feel perhaps on an inhale that you can find energy, lift, space, expansion. And on your exhale, you can find a little bit more settling, release, grounding, calm. Inhale, chair. You can have your feet hip distance apart. Maybe you would like your big toes to touch. Can you shift your weight into your heels a little bit more and then see if perhaps you can drop your sit bones a little bit closer to the earth. As you do so, can you also feel your abdominal muscles start to lift in and up? Take a full inhale, exhale, fold forward, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, knees, chest, chin, or straight to your downward facing dog. If you're coming with me, high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back behind you. Exhale, step through to a warrior one. So position your feet so that you feel that you have some space for your hips, so that you can perhaps then feel that you're trying to pull your front femur bone back into your hip socket, and then lift out of your hips, finding some space in your lower spine. Take a full inhale. On an exhale, keeping your warrior one feet, arrow. Start to reach forward. Keep hugging your outer right hip in to stabilize through your hips, and then to find that you can actually find length through your spine. Take a full inhale. On an exhale, warrior three. Lift your back toes away from the mat. Press down into your standing foot. Hug your left knee in. Maybe use your hands, maybe don't. Standing figure four. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh, and then start to sink your hips back. And maybe here you can find that juicy opening through your left glutes. You can have your hands wherever feels comfortable. Keep breathing. Inhale, standing leg raise. Reach your arms all the way up. Grab hold of your left wrist. Step your left toes back into that curtsy shape, and then reach up and over to the right. Can you breathe even more into the left side of your body? Standing leg raise. Reach your arms up. Hug that left knee all the way back in. Eagle. Left leg over. Left arm under. And now, of course, if the bind doesn't work in your legs, you don't need to take it. If the bind doesn't work in your arms, you can always give yourself a hug. Or really find any other variation of this shape that works for you in this moment. Can you find one single point to look at? Perhaps as a way of settling into this shape, of finding a bit more balance. Then cross your foot over and down so that both feet are on the mat. Your left foot is in front. Take a full inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands down, step back to a high plank. Inhale here, then your version of a flow. Maybe that's Chaturanga Dandasana, maybe it's knees, chest, chin, maybe it's straight to a downward facing dog. Wonderful. As you rest here in this downward facing dog, in the familiarity of this shape, can you once again bring to mind that idea of balance, of knowing where you need to put in action and then feeling where you can back off, perhaps even find a moment of rest. Know that child's pose is there for you at any point if you would like to take it. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back behind you. Exhale, step through warrior one. Ground down through your back heel. Inhale, reach all the way up. Take a full inhale. Exhale, arrow. Keeping your warrior one legs. Can you pull your abdominal muscles a little bit closer to your spine? And then notice how that stabilizes you so that maybe you can release some tension through your jaw, through your eyes, through your tongue. Take a full inhale on an exhale, warrior three. Start to lift your back toes off the mat. Standing leg raise. Hug your right knee in. Maybe use your hands, maybe don't. Standing figure four. Cross your right ankle over, and then find the point in this shape that allows you to notice the sensation through your right glute. Of course, if you have a wall next to you, you can always use that for external support. Hug your knee back in, take a full inhale. On an exhale, step back, curtsy, grab hold of your right wrist and reach up and over to the left. Can you press equally into both feet here and then find that as you ground down, you have that rebend action that lifts you back up. Standing leg raise, hug your right knee back in, take a full inhale, find the length through your spine. Exhale, eagle. Right leg over, right arm under. Again, taking options for your arms and legs that work for you. Maybe here you can feel your shoulder blades separate as you perhaps lift your elbows away from your chest. Cross your top foot over so that you stand on both feet. So right now it's your right ankle crossed in front of your left. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, fold. Where can you release here? Where are you holding tension that you don't need? Perhaps there's a thought that's come into your mind that you don't need right now that you can release. Maybe take a full inhale through your nose and a long exhale out of your mouth. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Then exhale, place your hands down, step back to a high plank. Your choice of flow, maybe that's a moment in child's, maybe it's straight to downward facing dog if you're coming with me. High plank to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Open up through your collarbones. Exhale, down dog. Lift your hips up, pull your abdominal muscles in and up. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back behind you. Exhale, step through to your warrior one. Inhale, reach all the way up. This time, exhale, warrior two. Shuffle your feet around so that you feel stable. And then squeeze your shoulder blades in and reach in opposite directions with your fingers. Feeling how as you hug in through the back side of your body, you can open up and find space through the front. Inhale, flip your front palm reverse. Keep grounding down through your front heel to lift yourself out of your hips. Exhale, come back to your warrior two. Take a full inhale. If you have a block, you might want to use that. Exhale, half moon. Place your right hand on a block or on the mat. As much as possible, try to stack your left hip on top of your right. And then take up space, expand, reach. Take a full inhale on an exhale, step back, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle. Maybe it's forearm on thigh, maybe it's right hand down to a block. The more you press down through the outer portion of your back foot, the more you can firm up through that glute, and then maybe even create some space to rotate a little bit more. Taking a full inhale, on an exhale, bring your hands to the inside of your front foot, toe, heel your front foot out to the side, come to a lizard. Maybe here, drop your back knee down, maybe come to your forearms. Maybe allow your front knee to wing out and roll out to that outer blade of your foot. Perhaps take a moment to feel your body breathing, to find your natural rhythm of each inhale and exhale. Perhaps to recalibrate, finding a little bit more balance. Gently, slowly lift your chest up if you're on your forearms. Step straight back to a downward facing dog. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Release any tension that might have crept its way into your neck, your head, your jaw. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back behind you. Exhale, step through warrior one. Inhale, reach all the way up. Take a full inhale. On an exhale, warrior two. Can you feel that as you press into both heels, you can actually allow your glutes to hug in a little bit more and find a little bit more opening through your hips. Inhale, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, reach up and out of your hips, and it's that upward action that allows you to tip back a little bit. Take one more inhale, exhale, warrior two. Maybe find a block. Place it out in front of you. And then slowly bring your left hand to a block, to the mat. Half moon. Press into your standing foot. Lift your back toes off the mat, and as much as possible, can you lift out of your standing hip to find some space in your chest, in your mid-back, in your lower back. Take one more inhale. On an exhale, come back to your warrior two. Take a full inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Maybe that's forearm on thigh. Maybe you want to reach your top arm up. Maybe you want to find that block again. Place it to the inside or outside of your front foot and reach your arms expanding in opposite directions. Slowly bring your hands to the inside of your front foot. Toe heel your front foot out to the side, lizard. Maybe drop your back knee. Maybe come to your forearms. Maybe roll to the outer blade of your front foot. You're welcome to rest your forehead on a block or a cushion. Taking this shape in a way that works for you, knowing if you need to find a little bit more restorative ways to practice this shape right now, or maybe you need to activate using perhaps your muscles in a different way. Slowly start to lift your chest up if you're down. Tuck your back toes under if they're not already. Step straight back to a downward facing dog. Take a full inhale through your nose, a long exhale out of your mouth. Reach your right leg up and back behind you, then bend your knee, roll open your hips. Half pigeon. Bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Start to shift your hips down. If this shape doesn't work for you on your front, you're welcome to flip around and take it on your back in a reclined figure of four. If you want to place a block under your right glute, you're welcome to do so. If you want to place a block under your left hip, you're also welcome to do so. Take a full inhale where you are, and then exhale. Start to allow yourself to come forward. Maybe softening through your shoulders, maybe softening through your elbows, your hands. Perhaps feeling sensation through your right hip, your right glutes. Gently, slowly come all the way up. When you're ready, press yourself back to a down dog. Feel free to move, to wiggle, to shake. When you're ready to set that up on the other side, reach your left leg up and back behind you. Bend your knee, roll open your hips. Take a full inhale. And then gently on your exhale, bring your knee towards your left wrist. Start to come to your half pigeon on this side. Setting up this side as you need. Using blocks, using anything else to support you, or perhaps taking it on your back. Inhale, find length through your spine. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Only coming to the point that you need to feel sensation. Not needing to push yourself, not needing to force your body into a shape. Instead, perhaps noticing how your mind is reacting right now. And if there's anything you can do to soften the edge to allow yourself to, perhaps through elongated exhales, perhaps through a sense of grounding down into the points of contact with the support beneath you. Lift yourself all the way up, press into your hands, step back, down dog. Maybe wiggle your hips a little bit, maybe pedal out your dog, bending one knee and then the other. When you're ready, find your way to child. Have your knees as far apart as comfortable. Sink your hips down. Gently walk your hands forward. We won't be here for long, so take this shape in a way that gives you what you need right now. Lift yourself all the way up. Shift over to one hip. Swing your legs out and around in front of you. Extend your right leg long. Have the sole of your left foot in. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Again, not needing to go far. Allowing your hands to rest wherever feels comfortable. If any tension is starting to arise in your lips and your jaw and your forehead, can you allow it to release as much as possible? Come all the way up to seated. Bring your left hand back behind you. Baby wild thing. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, come all the way back down. Swap sides. Extend your left leg. Sole of your right foot in. Inhale, reach all the way up. Find length in space. Exhale, fold. Slowly come all the way back up. This time it's your right hand back behind you. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Baby wild thing. Can you find that sense of opening through the front side of your body? Take a full inhale and an exhale. Come all the way down. Take a moment, hug your knees in towards your chest. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. And then when you're ready, come all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees in. If from here you would like to take a happy baby, you're welcome to. Extending your feet up towards the ceiling, maybe grabbing hold of the outside or the inside of your feet or behind your thighs, and perhaps rocking a little bit side to side. Otherwise, stay with your knees hugged in. If you would like to take a supine twist, go ahead and do so. Maybe hug both knees in and rock them over to one side. If you would rather not do a supine twist, you're welcome to go straight to your final rest. If you're twisting with me, come back to center. Twist to the opposite side now. Come back to center if you're twisting. And then everyone, when you're ready, find a shape that feels comfortable. Maybe that's traditional Shavasana. Maybe that's constructive rest, Supta Baddha Konasana. Perhaps you would like to take this as a seated meditation. Everyone take a full inhale through your nose. And a long exhale out of your mouth. Allow your body to rest, to surrender. Shavasana. Start to bring your awareness back to your body. Maybe wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe roll your wrists and ankles. Perhaps rock your head a little bit side to side. If you'd like to reach your arms back behind you and take a full body stretch, go ahead and do so. Then hug your knees in towards your chest. Choose whether or not you would like to roll to the right or to the left, or rock yourself straight up to a seat, making your way to a comfortable seat in your own time. Give yourself a moment here to perhaps feel the impact of the practice. Perhaps maybe to send out any benefits out into people you care about or the rest of the world. Bring your hands into prayer at heart center. Take a full inhale through your nose. A long, clearing exhale out of your mouth. Bring your thumb knuckles up to your third eye, your forehead center. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Bow to yourself, honoring your body and what it's capable of, honoring who you are and how you show up in the world, and honoring this practice for how it teaches us to be balanced, to recognize when we need effort and when we need comfort. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day.